We're back. Jake just asked me about my capture, and it's an Elgato capture. Whatchamacallit, HD capture. I think it's the HD, like 60 frames.
1080p?
Yeah, it's 1080p 60.
I mean, I don't even think your GameCube runs at that. It doesn't.
No, it does not. But he asked me if I could do it for this, and it actually comes with a little thing that gives you the composite and was it composite? No.
What?
There's composite cables, and then there's other cables too. But you know, like the red, green, blue, and the red, yellow, white.
Oh yeah.
It comes with
Like the AV cables?
Yes, that's what I was thinking of. There's composite. I don't even know. I'm not very technical, so I'm not gonna get into it. It sounds stupid. But so there's.
Oh, so you plug it into.
Yeah, it comes with it, and it comes with the HD stuff too. So it works for both.
So you could use it for like anything.
Yeah.
Except your computer. Like you could, but like you could just use a screen capture on your computer.
Yeah. I should have done this, but I'm thinking I'm gonna get an upscaler for the GameCube because I plan on doing a lot of GameCube games and like non-HD stuff. So I'm gonna get an upscaler so then it upscales to HD, and then just plug that into the thing instead of having to use, because this is standard definition right now.
Yeah.
All that fun stuff. But no, I like the Elgato. It's very simple for my non-techie mind. I don't have to like fumble around with it. Like I figured it out on my own and stuff. I googled stuff, and if I had like questions.
What do you use to edit?
I use Movie Maker.
Oh.
I don't mind Movie Maker. I told you I took that photography digital media class.
Yeah.
This year. Right?
What did you use in that?
Premiere. And
do you have to pay for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to pay for Premiere, but I liked Premiere a lot.
Is it like $80 or something? Because I feel like you could probably, find it online.
Nudge. I get you. But yeah, I don't know how much it is. All I know is you have to pay for it. But I like that. But Movie Maker's fine too. Like if
it's simple,
yeah. It's very user friendly.
Who was the teacher?
Mr. Swift.
Okay. Did he retire?
Yeah, he retired, which is really sad because I wanted to be his service level.
I almost wanted to take that class just because I think video editing is something it would be a fun hobby sometime.
Yeah, I love editing.
But I could probably teach myself if I just sit down and mess around.
Yeah, like that's what I did. Like I edited videos before I took that class.
But poison though.
Yeah, and I just wanted to kill the wheel for experience. I don't really care. I think I stayed in and then I die anyways. Because I'm not gonna make it to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah, you literally take 3 steps and he's dead.
It's actually 5 steps for one. Gosh, Jerry. I thought you played this game.
I like the new games where it's like it like cures themselves.
Yeah. Well, wait. It doesn't. You don't take damage after you walk anymore.
Oh, you don't?
Generation 5, I know you don't, because I'm playing Generation 5 right now.
What? I thought it was Generation 5 was where you still take damage, but once they get to 1 HP, then they cure themselves.
Oh, maybe that's it.
And then Gen 6, they don't take damage. Because I know somewhere along the lines, they get to 1 HP and then they're like...
I know that's a thing. Unless those...
I could see them not take damage, I'd be fine with that. I think that was kind of a lame mechanic.
Yeah. Because it was just like, now I have to either use an item or go back to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
Back to that class though. I really liked that class. You did 4 things in it. You did photography, which was like, I didn't know if I would have been a fan of that. I didn't really care for photography. Oh, I went to the Pokemon Center, by the way. No, I didn't like photography, but I like you made you made animations, which I really liked, and you made movies, which we made 2 movies, and they're so bad.
Did you like act in them too?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. The first one was like, and the second one was like, because the first one was like just a little over 30 seconds, but the second one was like 2 minutes, like 2 minutes 15 seconds or something like that. And it was just like, it's so cringy. But like, I liked 2 people in my group. One, it was 4 of us, and one of the guys was just kind of like you would tell him basic stuff, but he like wouldn't understand. He didn't know how to open a filing cabinet. Like he just tried to like kept, you know how like
God.
you know how like filing cabinets have like a little button that you push in. He just kept trying to like.
That is so embarrassing.
Yeah, and it's because like you gotta push the button. He's like, what button? And like he tried like pushing it like a regular button and not like turning it to the side. Yeah. And then he would always like, on like movie days that we would have to work on the movie, we would like editing it. He'd always be like, oh yeah, I gotta work on this animation, blah blah blah. But then like he would do like one thing, and then he would sit on his phone and play like some anime,
Oh my.
like angel game, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. You do whatever you want, and
Yeah.
he was like my partner for that. Like it was me, him, that other guy, and this other guy. But Devin would just like he was not having it for like the last couple of days. Like the guy Arian was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like have my thing done or whatever. And then he's like, oh, I didn't get it done, I gotta work on it. And Devin's just like, yeah, I wonder why. Like he would just give him so much crap, and it was so funny. I love Devin. Oh, back to the game. We're fighting trainers now. I think the way I'm handling trainers up until I beat Rock, I think that's the cutoff point where I like stop showing all the stuff. I only show required battles, but like I'm showing every battle here. But after Brock, I only show required battles and like plot important battles, you know. So I'll just like when I run into somebody and they like say their little bit, I just cut out the battle like right there after they say their bit, so it looks like they just came up to you and talked to you, and then like it's done. Another thing I realized when I was editing this stuff was I like to mash the A button, and I like to go as fast as possible. So I just mash the A button until the dialogue, and it's like hard to read everything. So like the next battle, you'll see it'll just be like the guy will say his like line, and then it'll get to the last word, and then it'll immediately go to the battle.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't read everything. Excuse me, in time. What were we talking about the last episode? Like when we ended it? Oh, we were talking about
Favorite.
yeah.
Is yours still?
No, not anymore. I like second gen a lot, but I don't know. I think it's not that I didn't really like X and Y or Omega Ruby Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It's just that like it was just like whatever, but they did a lot of good things in the series. I like 5th gen a lot. The 5th gen I think has a
5th gen did good.
yeah.
And I hated it at the time though.
Yeah.
It was like an acquired taste for me.
I haven't played through Black and White 2, but I have played through Black, and this is gonna be my second time now. I'm halfway through it right now. But I don't like it until after the bug gym, the 3rd gym. Because in the beginning it's just kind of like
Let's take our first step together. Like that was awful.
Yeah. But it was whatever. Like I didn't really. It's fine. Gen 4 also has a really slow beginning until you get to until you get past what's the ghost?
Hearthstone?
Yeah,
Not Hearthstone.
I think it's Hearthstone.
Hearthstone.
Yeah, once you get past Hearthstone Gym and Platinum at least, because in
That gym is so hard in Platinum.
yeah it is.
With her Miss Magius.
Yeah. What else? I like Gen 3 a lot. It's just that I don't know. It's kind of hard to go back to these games.
It is.
Just because like it doesn't have all this stuff you like everything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been like spoiled with the games now.
Yeah, it's almost harder for me to go anywhere beyond like back from Gen 4.
Mm-hmm. And like I don't mind Gen 2. Gen 2's like good. It's just that there's some things about it that because like the remakes, I don't think that they're as good as the originals. Just because like they added new stuff.
Yeah.
But it's Gen 4. The problem with Gen 4 is that it's slow. Like the game engine's just slow in general.
Yes.
And like I said, I'm not like all for slower games and stuff like that. I like to go as fast as possible. And even at one point, I played like.
Isn't Gen 2 slow too? Like if you're not playing it on
No. Gen 2's actually not that slow because like.
Well, there's no running shoes, is there?
There's no running shoes, but I mean, I'm talking about like the battle system.
Oh.
Because you can just kind of like spam.
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Story-wise, like, and the bike's fine. It's just I haven't played. I guess I haven't played the original like Gen 2 for a very long time, and that's not on an emulator.
Yeah.
And having that speed up function is very, very nice. But it's whatever. I like.
So what's your favorite? If you had to pick.
That's so hard for me. I'd probably say Gen 3. Honestly.
That's interesting. Because I thought a while ago you didn't like Gen 3.
I don't know, just looking back and like
I think they were solid.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing. Like there's problems throughout every generation obviously, but I think it has to do with more nostalgia and I think Gen 3 has just a lot of good Pokemon and a lot of good ideas and stuff. And when I talk about Gen 3 I mean Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Coliseum, and XD.
You count those. Okay,
Yeah.
then I would put Gen 3 if you count both of those in there.
Because I absolutely love Coliseum and XD.
Those are fun. I really wish they would make another one.
I hated Coliseum. Like, I didn't hate Coliseum, but I just thought it was boring compared to XD. But going back to Coliseum and XD,
Coliseum is hard.
Coliseum's hard, but I think it's better than XD. In Coliseum, I feel like you like...
I just don't like the Pokemon you're forced into.
Yes.
That gets old.
Yes.
Where XD, there's a lot more options.
Yes, I completely agree with you there.
And I like the purifying thing in there.
Yes.
With the music and like dancing.
XD expanded a lot, but the whole point to those games were Shadow Pokemon and double battles.
Yeah.
And I feel like Coliseum had more emphasis on the Shadow Pokemon. Like they were like, oh, like we gotta do this and like stop them, and they're like
They were attacking people.
Yeah, I feel like it was more intertwined. Oh, by the way, Metapod's evolving. I feel like it was like more tied together, and XD was just like, oh yeah, they're back. They're here just because like that's the style of these games.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, they did a lot of things to improve the purification. Like the purification chamber is amazing in that game. Just so you don't have to, because Coliseum, that was the biggest hassle. But in Coliseum, I feel like it's more of a double battle game than it is a single battle. For XD, I feel like it's a single battle that you do double battles for every time. Like I think the Pokemon in Coliseum are more like
double battle oriented.
Yeah.
Okay, that I can understand. See, I think Coliseum, it it was like, since it was the first one, it just lacked like, it had like small problems to it, and I think that's what made me like not like it as much.
Yeah.
Especially like the moves, and then purifying Tyranitar was a hassle.
Oh yes. It just yeah, and it being super hard too.
Yeah.
Cause like
I never beat it.
I think that the like final main battle in the story, the
Cypher.
Yeah, the Cypher in the Coliseum or whatever. The Evis, he was just, his team is brutal.
It really was.
I remember the frickin' Slack King and the Slow King. The Slow King would use skill swaps, so then the Slack King could attack every turn instead of loafing around.
That's why I never beat that game. I gave up. And there was nowhere to level up. That was frustrating.
No, Mount Battle.
Well, that's it though.
Yeah. Unless you want to do Mount Battle so many times. And I like Mount Battle actually.
I think it was a good idea.
Yeah, I wish they would have it in different games, because grinding in like the other games is like, I feel like, oh, let's go find wild Pokemon. They don't give you as much as experience as trainers.
Yeah.
But
which they've gotten better at.
Yeah.
Like Gen 5, they had that like baseball diamond and stuff. The sports places.
Oh yeah.
Those I used those.
I've never
cafes.
used those. Like I blew through. Oh yeah, I guess they do have like stuff like that where, you know, the cafes and stuff. I like the cafes a lot.
In 6?
Yeah, in 6.
I like them as well.
I never used the sports one in Gen 5. Gen 5, I just kind of like, I didn't dig too deep into the whole thing. I just kind of skimmed over it, you know. But they're good.